last time we discussed some chemical properties of alkynes, and in today's period remaining chemical properties of alkyne we want to discuss, and later on we discuss the uses of acetylene. So, we move towards next chemical property of alkynes, that chemical property is ozonolysis or action of O3. Action of O3 or ozonolysis. So, last time you already learned in alkenes that ozonolysis breaks carbon-carbon double bond and it separate carbon-carbon double bond, result in formation of that is 2 molecules of aldehyde or 2 molecules of ketones or 1 molecule of aldehyde or 1 molecule of ketone that get formed in alkenes. But in alkynes ozonolysis reaction is different because there is carbon-carbon triple bond present in alkynes. So, let us see what will happen in alkynes, that carbon-carbon triple bond is a functional group of alkynes. So, this carbon-carbon triple bond react with ozone in presence of CCl4, then out of that 3 bond 2 pi bond breaks, 1 sigma bond will remain intact or remain as it is. So, during addition of ozone only pi bond breaks in between carbon-carbon triple bond, sigma bond will remain as it is. As sigma bond remain as it is, how these 3 oxygens add across carbon-carbon triple bond? Look here, carbon-carbon single bond. So, out of that 3 oxygen 2 adds here and it also balances the valency of oxygen, it will form 2 bond. The remaining one that present at top, it also form 2 bond. So, in this way the intermediate called as ozonoid of alkynes take place. So, this is ozonoid of alkyne. This ozonoid of alkyne you have to heat with water in presence of zinc. So, when you heat this one, then here this carbon oxygen and this carbon oxygen bond breaks. So, when it breaks, this oxygen combine with zinc to form byproduct ZnO. Then as this carbon and this carbon loses its one valency or one bond, then here the oxygen bond present that also breaks. So, automatically this oxygen also lose one bond, this carbon also lose one bond, they form double bond, here also form double bond. So, the result in formation of carbon double bond oxygen, carbon double bond oxygen. So, dicarbonyl compound is formed. So, in this dicarbonyl compound, what is the important thing? In this dicarbonyl compound, these two may be ketone. If here alkyl group present, then that contain 2 ketonic group. If here alkyl group present and here hydrogen present, then this will be the ketone, this will be the aldehyde. Means we get 1 aldehyde, 1 ketone or both ketone. If both side hydrogen present, then 2 aldehyde group present. Means out of the ozonoid of alkynes, when heated with water in presence of zinc, then result in formation of that is diketone or dialdehyde or 1 aldehyde 1 ketone, that group is obtained. So, this is all about ozonolysis of alkynes. Again I repeat, alkynes on treatment with ozone in presence of carbon tetrachloride undergoes addition reaction, it breaks 2 pi bond, then here carbon, single bond carbon will remain, remaining 2 oxygen of ozone here attached and 1 oxygen attached at the top. Then after this, when we heat with water in presence of zinc, then this upper oxygen that gets totally separate and that combine with zinc to form byproduct zinc oxide. This oxygen bond break and that oxygen form double bond with respect to that carbon and resulting in formation of dicarbonyl compound or diketone or dialdehyde or one aldehyde, one ketone that get obtained. Another important thing in this reaction, if we avoid the use of zinc, then this H2O combine with this oxygen to form the byproduct H2O2. If H2O2 will remain as a byproduct in absence of zinc, again I hammer you, then H2O2 is oxidizing agent. If here aldehyde group present, then it take the oxygen from this H2O2 and that aldehyde group, that is CHO, take one oxygen from H2O2 and converted into COOH, means converted into carboxylic acid. So, if we want aldehyde or ketone, if our product is aldehyde, then we must heat with water in presence of zinc, because we never get aldehyde, because whatever aldehyde get obtained in product immediately react with H2O2 and convert that aldehyde into carboxylic acid. Therefore, in second step, whenever we heat with water, we must use zinc to avoid the oxidation of aldehyde into carboxylic acid and we get aldehyde and ketone product. So, this is the importance of this ozonolysis of alkynes. Then we learn particular example what will happen and what is the result in formation of product of ozonolysis of particular alkynes. So, let us see what will happen. So, look here, I take first alkyne, that is carbon carbon triple bond HC, it is called as acetylene, which is also known as ethyne. So, acetylene or ethyne, again when it react with ozone in presence of carbon tetrachloride, then what is the action? Carbon carbon double bond break, one bond remain as it is out of 3 bond, double bond break, here H C C H, this framework will remain as it is. Then we have to add ozone. So, here one oxygen, here one oxygen, here oxygen and here oxygen, that is third one. So, name of this intermediate is ozonoid of ethyne. So, this is ozonoid of ethyne. What is the next? Next is step heated with water in presence of zinc. So, I already told you why we use zinc, because if we avoid to use the zinc, then water converted into H2O2 whose name is hydrogen peroxide. So, this H2O converted into H2O2 by taking this oxygen, which is act as an oxidizing agent. If our product is aldehyde, then that oxidized to carboxylic acid. So, to avoid that conversion, we must use zinc, because zinc react with this oxygen to form byproduct ZnO. Then this bond breaks, this bond break, here oxygen oxygen bond break, here double bond O, here double bond O. Therefore, product is HC double bond O, C double bond OH. So, this is a product. So, here two aldehyde group present and two carbon present. Two carbon present, therefore, its alkane name ethane, and two aldehyde group, therefore dial. So, ethane dial are commonly called as glyoxal. So, this is the formation of glyoxal. So, this is about acetylene react with ozone to form ozonoid of ethine, which on heating with water in presence of zinc, it will produce ethane diol or glyoxal, byproduct ZnO. So, what they ask in your MCQ examination question, if we don't use here zinc, what will be the product? So, I already told you, if we never use zinc here, then this oxygen combined with H2O and converted into H2O2. So, look here, I mentioned product HCO and C double bond OH. This is aldehyde group, this is also aldehyde group of this glyoxal. And if we avoid the use of zinc, then water converted into H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. So, this is hydrogen peroxide. This hydrogen peroxide loses oxygen 1 and this oxygen add here. As here two aldehyde group, to balance that one, here I take two molecule of hydrogen peroxide. One molecule raises one oxygen, add here. Second molecule lose second oxygen, add here. So, what is the product? COOH, COOH. So, it is like this, COOH, single bond, COOH. So, this acid is called as oxalic acid. So, glyoxal is reacting with hydrogen peroxide to form oxalic acid. This is only possible when we avoid the use of zinc. Then product is not glyoxal, then product is oxalic acid. They gives you this conversion acetylene and they mention the ozonolysis. Here they keep the A and here they keep the B, and here on arrow they only mention H2O. At that time your B must be oxalic acid. If they write down zinc on arrow, then your B product or second product must be glyoxal. So, this is importance of this ozonolysis reaction, and that same question already asked in NEET examination. So, then we turn towards second example. So, second example is like this. So, see here, I will take second example as a propine. Formula CH3CCH. This is propine. This propine again react with ozone in presence of CCl4. This 3 oxygen adds, break 2 bond out of 3. Then intermediate is like this, CH3C, here CH. This skeleton remain as it is. Then next 2 oxygen add, 1, this is second one, and this third one oxygen. So, name of this intermediate is ozonoid of propine. Okay. So, you must know what is the next step. What is the next step? Next step is like this, heated with water in presence of zinc. Then oxygen bond break, this carbon oxygen bond break, this carbon oxygen bond break. So, this oxygen isolate and combine with zinc. So, we already heard byproduct is ZnO. What about product? So, product I mentioned here CH3, I keep this one CH3, C here double bond O, then C double bond O Okay, this is a product. So what I told you in this reaction we get three types of product. One is two molecules of aldehyde attached with each other. Second, two molecules of ketone attached with each other. Third, that possibility, one aldehyde, one ketone. So this is an example that of one aldehyde molecule CHO, and here this is a ketonic molecule CH3CO. So therefore, when you want to decide the name of such a product, then you have to write down numbering from aldehydic carbon 1, 2, 3. So carbon number 2 contain ketonic group which is mentioned by oxo. 2 oxo, this is oxo group, and 3 carbon alkane. 3 carbon alkane is propane. Propane's E dropped by Al because aldehydic group present. So its name PROPANAL, propanal. So its name 2-oxopropanol. So there is a formation of 2-oxopropanol take place. So propine react with ozone to form ozonide of propine, which on hydrolysis in presence of reducing agent zinc, it will produce 2-oxopropanol. So this is second example of this ozonolysis. Then we discuss next one example of ozonolysis. So what is the next example? Next example is this one. CH3C triple bond C CH3. I keep both sides same alkyl group. So its name but2yne. We already discussed in IUPAC system. Then we have to react with ozone in presence of carbon tetrachloride. So here two bond break, one remain intact, remain as it is. Therefore ozone add here CCH3, here ozone add like this, oxygen, here oxygen, and here at the top there is one oxygen. So its name is ozonoid of but2yne. So its ozonoid, we convert but2yne into ozonoid. So therefore its name ozonoid of but2yne. Or next step? Next step is hydrolysis, H2O in presence of zinc heating. What is next? So we have to break this one and this one. This oxygen combined with zinc to form byproduct ZnO. What is the remaining one? Remaining one is like this, CH3C. So here there is a double bond O. Here again C double bond O, and lastly CH3. So here this is in both sides there is a alkyl group, therefore there is a formation of two ketonic group. So therefore name 1, 2, 3, 4. So name BUTANE, butane. Total name, 2 time functional group present. Butane 2, 3 dione. Butane 2, 3 dione. That product will form. So this is third example, that is a but2yne converted into butane 2, 3 dione. Okay. Then next one, how to judge the product in shortcut way. So this is a alkyne, carbon carbon triple bond. So how you get the final product? Very shortcut. It is very easy. Out of 3 bond you have to break 2 and keep here double bond O and keep on this carbon double bond O. Whatever double bond we break out of 3, this double bond attach here with oxygen and here also oxygen. What is your product? C. One bond you keep as it is. Mention here double bond O, double bond O. That is the shortcut to judge the final product immediately. For example, we confirm this one, whatever example we already discussed, same product we obtain, yes or no. So I keep here acetylene or ethane, HC triple bond CH. So what is shortcut? Shortcut is like this, HC CH. What I told you, keep here double bond O, keep here double bond O. So I get that same product that we already carried out by detailed reaction, CHO, CHO, glyoxal or ethanediol. So this product will obtain in shortcut by breaking 2 bond out of 3 and keep that the bond which we break from that carbon mention double bond O, double bond O. So this is the shortcut to judge the product in examination. Then we discuss another example in which alkyl group whatever present on both sides they are differ. So that example I keep here, CH3 CH2C triple bond C, here CH2 CH CH3 CH3. So this example I keep, its name we firstly mention 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So its name 6 methyl, then HEPT hept 3 YNE. Okay, 6 methyl hept 3 YNE. So firstly we judge this product shortcut. So what is the shortcut method? Break this 2 bond, double bond O, double bond O. So I mentioned that shortcut and we learn detail whether we get the same product or not. So product is CH3 CH2C. Here C, this is triply bonded carbon. We convert it into double bond O, double bond O. What will be next? CH2 CH CH3 CH3. Okay. So this is a shortcut to predict the product. Whatever we predict, that the same will obtain by learning the detailed reaction. So I add ozone. What will happen in presence of CCl4? So output is CH3 CH2C, single bond C. Then the remaining CH2 CH CH3, here CH3. So what will happen here? Oxygen, here oxygen and here oxygen. Then what is the next one? This is intermediate ozonoid. So heat with water in presence of zinc. This bond break, this bond break and this bond break. This oxygen directly combine with zinc. What will be the product? Here byproduct is ZNO. What will be the product? Product is this one. CH3 CH2C double bond O, double bond O, CH2 CH CH3, here CH3. So this is a product, and this whatever we predict the product in shortcut, same we obtain from that chemical reaction what we carried out in detail. So product will remain same. Then we focus on its IUPAC name. So its IUPAC name, ketonic carbon carries less number, therefore I start numbering from this left to right. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay. Then on carbon 6 there is one methyl group, therefore I take 6 methyl. Then we discuss remaining one, ketonic position 3 and 4, total number of carbon 7. 7 carbon means alkane heptane, heptane 3, 4, ketonic position, di ONE, ketone end with ONE, di means 2 times, position is 3, 4, 6 methyl heptane 3, 4 dione. So this product will obtain when there is a 2 unequal alkyl group present around carbon-carbon triple bond car. So in such a way we can predict the product in shortcut, and when we carried out reaction detail we obtain same product whatever we predict product in shortcut. So this is about that ozonolysis of 6 methyl hept 3 YNE. So here I will take 3 to 4 example, and we can predict that product in shortcut. But during this journey this carbon-carbon triple bond is there. I keep first example. Look here. So this is one of the example. So I can judge this product in shortcut. So in shortcut, what will the product? Firstly, I keep O3. Second, I take H2O oblique Zn. In this way, they ask question. So shortcut is like this. So here there is a triple bond. So this is a triply bonded carbon. What do we write down? Double bond O, double bond O. Here lastly hydrogen present. Therefore this is aldehyde group, this is ketonic group. Look what will happen. Triply bonded carbon already we learn sp hybridized. Here it converted into doubly bond O and double bond O. So these two carbon converted into sp2. This is sp. So there is a change in hybridization of triply bonded carbon. sp to sp2. That is a change in product. Okay, sorry, hybridization. Second one, I take next one. So this will be the next one. So in this case we can judge the product. How we judge? So these two, they are triply bonded carbon. We have to predict the product. So I mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. So these two, they are triply bonded carbon. What I mentioned? Double bond O, double bond O. This is the final product. So we can judge in shortcut this predict product. Okay. Then we go for next one. So next one is like this. So for this purpose, these two, they are triply bonded carbon. How we judge the product? We mention this one. Okay. Then these two contain triple bond. We can convert it into double bond O, double bond O. This is the shortcut method to judge the product in examination. So here we want to discuss about that three example and arrow. They keep ozone or they keep O3 and C in presence of CCl4. Then this will be the shortcut product, and this is about first, second and third example to find out the ozonolysis of alkyne product. Okay. So see here. So this is alkynes ozonolysis product. So we compare alkynes and alkenes product. How you judge? So I will take one hint that this is CH2 double bond CH2, and second I take alkynes example, CH triple bond CH example. So we can find out product in any shortcut. So how to find out product? Here I already told you in alkenes the carbon-carbon double bond we break, and here double bond O, double bond O. So your product must be CH2 double bond O plus CH2 double bond O. So this is your final product. In alkynes, break 2 bond out of 3 and your product is like this, CHO, CHO. In alkenes, double bond breaks and these two fragments total separate, and here total separate aldehyde and ketone product, two same aldehyde, two same ketone, or one aldehyde, one ketone, and here whatever aldehyde and ketone group present, that remains same within molecule. So this is dicarbonyl compound that get obtained. So in this way we discuss the ozonolysis of alkenes and we can judge the product in shortcut also. So in next period we want to discuss the hydration of alkynes and we get the different product. So thank you.